Go. Okay, so we are down to your power systems na module. So take note po, ito yung pinaka-important sa lahat kasi ito yung marami sa board exam. Okay? So, yung mga napag-aralan natin dati is only just a part of power system. Okay? So, take note po, ang power system natin, we have four sectors, okay, of power system. So we have the generation. So dyan po papasok yung power station or mga power plants natin. Nandun yung lahat ng mga generators. Okay? So we have your transmission wherein magta-transmit yan ng high power. Then papunta sa ating distribution. Okay? So kasi mag-step down yung voltage natin. So going to distribution utility. And lastly, yung ating supply. Okay? So dito na po yung consumer. So for transmission, so dyan pumapasok yung ating NGCP. Okay? Ayan. So after which, so ipapasa ng power or yung power papunta sa distribution. So which is dyan na papasok yung ating distribution utility or yung Luweco at saka Luwelco. Okay? Then after that, so pupunta na yan sa mga consumers natin. So in between these four sectors, so it is guided by a line, okay? So that is called a transmission line, okay? So take note po, ang transmission line ang nagke-carry ng ating electrical power. So itong mga to, okay? So these are called transmission lines, okay? Ayan. And these transmission lines carry high power. Okay? So, most commonly, high voltage. Okay? So, saan nangyayari yung high voltage? Doon sa ating transmission. So, kilovolts ang tinatransmit ng ating transmission line papunta sa distribution until such time mapunta sa supply. So, let us talk about that later on. Okay? Ayan. So, let's move on to our transmission line. So we have the constants of transmission lines. Okay? So ito yung mga parameters na kailangan natin when we are dealing about transmission lines. So first is yung resistance. Take note po when we say resistance, this is the opposition of current flow. Okay? And syempre, yung wires natin nanginginit. And dahil nanginginit yan, so dyan na pumapasok yung power dissipated by the wires. Okay? Or yung effect ng resistance, okay, dun sa wire natin. So now, the next, okay, for transmission lines, so since po yung ating transmission line ay nagke-carry ng high voltage, so ibig sabihin, very sensitive or very, um, makikita na dito yung effect ng inductance. So, when we say inductance, that is the opposition of the flux linkage, okay? So, due to the flux linkages in a current carrying conductor, kaya meron pong effect yung ating inductance, okay? So, ano naman po yung components ng inductance sa ating transmission line? So, we have first, the geometric mean radius, and second, we have the geometric mean distance. So, ano tong mga to? Okay, so when we say GMR or geometric mean radius, so yan po yung ating um, effect ng ating kuryente dun sa mismong conductor. Okay, itself. Okay, so your GMR now is equal to the n squared root of your self GMR multiplied by the product of the distances between the two strands. For example, we have a stranded conductor. Okay? So, mostly naman, most of the time, yung ating mga transmission line kasi is stranded. Okay? So, wala tayong makikitang transmission line na purely na ano, na solid siya unless siya ay cable. Okay? So, pero for overhead transmission line, so ang ginagamit natin dito is ACSR. Okay? So, aluminum conductor, steel reinforced. Okay? Ayan. So, ano po yung ating formula ulit kanina dito? So, that is equal to the n squared root of your self-GMR multiplied by the product of the distance between the two strands. Wherein yung ating n, this is the number of strands. Okay? So, number of strands. And we have your self-GMR. Okay? From the word itself, self meaning sarili niya. Okay? Sarili niya. So, this is now equal to e raised to negative 0.25r. So, ano po ba ang ibig sabihin ng e to the negative 25? Negative 0.25. So, this is 0.7788. Okay? So, that is 0.7788 times R, wherein yung ating R is the radius of the conductor. Okay? So, yan. May effect na rin dyan yung radius ng ating conductor dito sa geometric mean radius. Next, we have your geometric mean distance. So, this is also your GMD. Okay? So, ano naman tong GMD natin? So, this is the nth root of the product of the distances between wires natin. Okay? So, for example, ito. Three-phase. Okay? Ayan. So, yung geometric mean distance natin is equal to the product or the third root. Bakit third root? Kasi nga, tatlong wires. Okay? So, third root of the product of the distances between two wires. Let's say this is D12. This is D23. And this is D13. And therefore, yung nasa loob nito is equal to the product of D12 times D23 times D13. So, yan yung ating geometric mean distance. Okay? Sir, how about for a single wire or single phase, I should say. Okay? So, paano kapag dalawang wire lang, sir? Kung ano na yung distance mo dito, yun na yung GMD. Okay? Yan. So, tsaka lang siya magiging komplikado kapag siya ay naka 3-phase, apat na phase, okay? Pero most of the time, 3-phase tayo. Okay? Ayan. Okay? So, take note lang po dito, no? GMD and GMR. So ngayon, punta na tayo sa inductance formula. Okay? Ano naman po yung inductance formula natin? So for a single phase system, so your inductance will be called as your loop inductance. Inductance. Wherein yung loop inductance natin, that is equal to your total inductance. Okay? Total inductance. And that is equal to 0.4 times the ln of GMD over GMR in millihenry per kilometer. Okay? So, sometimes kasi pwede rin ganito. Okay? So, yung 4 times 10 raised to negative 7 ln of GMD over GMR, pero siya ay naka-henry per meter naman to. Okay? So, it's up to you kung anong gusto nyong gamitin. Yung 0.4 ba na multiplier or 4 times 10 to the negative 7. And this is only applicable for single phase. Okay. Punta naman tayo sa three-phase system. Okay? So, we have your L per phase or inductance per phase. Okay, so for your inductance per phase, so this is equal to 2 times 10 to the negative 7 ln of GMD over GMR in Henry per meter. Or, pwede rin natin gamitin yung 0.2 ln of GMD over GMR in millihenry per kilometer naman to. Okay? So, yan po yung ating inductance. Yung effect ng inductance dun sa ating transmission line. Okay? So, sige, let's try to solve some problems here in your problem set. Okay, so transmission lines, GMD, GMR, and inductance. Okay, so let's go first to the basic ones. Okay, so let's talk about your ACSR or your wire. Okay, stranded wires. Okay, so we have a three-layer stranded conductor has how many strands? Okay, so take note po dito, no? Three-layer siya. So ano bang itsura ng three-layer? Ito po siya. Okay? So, ibibilang na po ba natin dito, sir, yung center? Yes, okay? Yung center will be your first layer. Second layer will be yung after nung ano natin dito, yung nakapalibot sa first layer natin, that's the second layer. And the third layer, yan yung nakapalibot sa ating second layer. Okay? Ayan. So, yan siya. How about yung two layer? Ito lang siya. Okay, first layer and second layer. How about yung one layer only, sir? Isang conductor lang yun. Okay? Ayan. So, pero ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, three layers. So, paano ba natin yan masosolve? So, take note po, may formula na tayo dyan. So, which is what? So, the number of strands is equal to 1 plus the summation of 6n from n equal to 0 to n minus 1. Okay? Wherein yung ating ano dito, n dito, so this is the number of layers. Okay? So kapag ilalagay natin to sa calculator, yung ating n dito, this is x, no? So kapag nilalagay natin sa calculator. Okay? So sige, try natin siya. So that is now three layers. So for a three layer, so n equal to 3. Okay, so therefore here, so yung ating ano dito, 1 plus summation of 6x. Take note po yung nandito, ano to ha, ang variable to. Okay, variable yan. So x from 0 to n minus 1. So ito lang yung magko-constant, no? Ito. Okay? So yung n dito, number of layers. So this is now from 0 to 3 minus 1. So therefore, the number of strands is 19. So kung gusto nyong i-check, bilangin nyo lang yung nandito na. Okay? So 19 ito lahat. Okay? Ayan. So therefore, number of strands is 19. And therefore, the answer is letter D. Okay? So next, number 2. So let's go now to your GMR. Okay, ito medyo kailangan natin dito mag-try ko ng konti. So four identical strands are placed in a diamond configuration or diamond arrangement. So as you can see in the figure, so naka-diamond siya, no? Okay? So determine the conductor's GMR. So ano daw yung GMR natin? In relation to each strand's radius R. So take note po, per strand yung radius niya ay R. So ito R. Okay? So paano natin makukuha ulit yung ating GMR? So this is now equal to the n squared root of your, so balikan natin yung formula, self-GMR. So self-GMRs, okay, multiplied by the product of distances between two strands. Okay. So, for example, no, we have a diamond configuration. Let's call this strand 1, strand 2, strand 3, and strand 4. Ayan. Strand 1, strand 3, strand 2, and strand 4. Okay, ngayon, since apat na strands, so n is equal to 4. Okay? Ayan. Then, kunin na natin yung self-GMR. So, your self-GMR, from the word itself, sarili niya. Okay? So, therefore, your D11 equal to D22 equal to 333 equal to 344 is your self-GMR. Sarili niya. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin ng 11 dito? Okay, ng conductor 1, ng conductor 2, ng conductor 3, at ng conductor 4. And this is now equal to e raised to negative 0.25 R, or that is equal to 0.7788 R. Okay? Ayan. So, ilang item na ganyan? Isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat. Okay? So, apat yung ilalagay natin dito sa loob. Next, punta na tayo sa product of the distances between two strands. Okay, unahin natin si 1 papuntang 2 and vice versa. Okay? So, D12 is equal to D21 is equal to what? Okay? So, that is equal to what? So, this is R and this is R. Therefore, this is now equal to 2R. Okay? Ay, ano pa? Okay? Yung D13 at D31. So, this is R and this is R. So, this is also equal to D13 and this is also equal to D31. Okay? So, ano pa? Ito. So, ito at saka to. Ayan ko lang. Ito at saka to. Okay? So, this is R and this is R. Okay. So, therefore, this is also equal to 2R, no? So, that is D24 and D42. Ano pa? Ito. So, that is a R and then R to R. So, this is also equal to D34 and this is equal to D43. Ano pa? Ito. Yung nasa gitna. This is R and this is R. Okay? So, R plus R to R. So, therefore, this is also equal to what? Okay, this is also equal to D23 and equal to D32. Okay? Ayan. So, ilan na? So, isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima, anim, pito, walo, siyam, sampo. Okay? So, 10 items ang ilalagay mo na 2R dito sa loob. Okay? So, ano pa? Okay, take note po yung 1 going to 4. Hindi pa natin na i-take into account. Okay? So, eto. Anuhin ko na lang ng color violet. Okay, ito, papunta dito. So, medyo ano natin, no? Ayan, pangit yung pagkakaano natin. Ayan siya. So, let's call this as D14. Okay, D14. Pero, kung te-take into account natin dyan, so, para siyang magpo-form ng right triangle. So, itong portion na to. Nag-form ng right triangle. Ito. So, therefore, edi kunin na lang natin yung kalahati ng D14. Ayan. So, this is R. This is 2R. And this is X. Okay? So, paano natin makukuha yung yung x dito. So this is now by Pythagorean theorem. So therefore, x is equal to the square root of 2r the quantity squared minus, okay, r squared. And this is now equal to the square root of 2 squared minus 1 squared. So this is equal to square root of 3 times r. Okay, kung kukunin natin yung D14 dito, that is equal to D41, this is equal to 2x. Okay, take note po, ito x ito, tapos dito sa baba, x rin yan. Tama po ba? Ayan, so therefore, this is now equal to twice ng square root of 3 of multiplied by r. So, ilang item to? Isa, dalawa. Okay? So, therefore, pwede na nating anuhin yung formula. Evaluate yung formula natin. So, therefore, your GMR now is equal to 4 squared root of self-GMR. Self-GMR natin is, okay, 0.7788 R raised to what? Okay, so since apat na beses siyang naulit, so this is raised to 4. Okay, multiplied by, okay, yung 2R natin, so ilang beses siya naulit? So this is 10. Okay, so this is raised to 10 multiplied by, okay, yung ating 2 square root of 3 times r. So this is, okay, raised to 2. Ngayon, to check kung tama yung mga nilagay natin, so dapat kung ano yung sum ng ating ano dito, ng mga exponents, equal yan dun sa root. Okay? Kung ano yung root natin. So 4 squared is the 16th root, no? 16th root. And then yung nasa loob natin is 4 plus 10 plus 2 is 16. So therefore, correct siya. Okay? Na 16th root. Okay? So therefore, this is now equal to what? So, evaluate natin sa calculator. 16th root of 0.7788 raised to 4 multiplied by 2 raised to 10 multiplied by 2 square root of 3. This is the quantity squared. So, therefore, this is now equal to 1.6922. So, 1.6922. So, 16th root of r raised to 16 is r. So, therefore, the GMR is equal to 1.6922 times r. Letter, okay, letter A. Okay. Next tayo, number 3. So, a vertical arrangement of 3 similar conductors makes up a unique conductor. Okay, so meron daw tayong vertical arrangement ng mga conductors, patayo. So, ito yon. So, utilizing R or radius R. So, yung radius natin ng isang strand dito is R. So, determine its GMR. Okay, so hanapin daw natin yung GMR. Okay, so take note po ulit ang GMR. This is equal to the n squared root of the self-GMRs multiplied by the product between two strands. So, products between two strands. Okay? Ayan. So, yung n natin dito, so ilang strands? So, 9. Okay? So, therefore, GMR now, so this is now equal to 3 squared, so this is 9. So this is the ninth root of self-GMR. So ano yung mga self-GMR natin dito ulit? Let's call this as strand 1, strand 2, strand 3. Okay? So self-GMR. Okay, so that is D11, that is equal to D22, this is equal to D33, and this is equal to 0.7788 times R. Okay, so ilagay natin dito, 0.7788 times R. This is the quantity Q. So, tatlong beses kasi siya. So, isa, dalawa, tatlo. Okay? Then, after which, yung product na between two strands. Okay? So, dito. So, that is now from D1 going to 2. So, this is R, then R. So, R plus R is 2R. So therefore, 2R is equal to D12. This is also equal to D21. This is also equal to what? Okay, ano pa yung may 2R dito? Okay, yung D23. So from conductor to conductor 3. Okay, 2R rin yan. So this is equal to D23 and this is equal to D32. Okay, meron pa ba tayong 2R dyan na equivalent? Wala na. Okay? So, how about naman yung D13 natin? So, ito. So, anong distance nito? So, that is now R plus R plus R plus R. So, ilang R yan? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, therefore, this is 4R. So, therefore, yung ating D13 is equal to D31. That is equal to 4R. Okay? Ayan. So, lagay na natin dito. So, this is now multiplied by 2R raised to. So, ilang items may 2R dyan? Isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat. So, raised to 4. Multiplied by, okay, yung ating D13 at D31. So, ilang items yan? Isa, dalawa. So, therefore, this is now 4R raised to 2. So, tingnan lang natin no, kung tama yung nilagay natin dito. So, 3 plus 4, this is 7 plus 2, 9. So, therefore, compatible siya dito sa 9th root. Okay? So, okay na yan. So, therefore, this is now equal to what? So, 9th root of 0.7788 times raised to 3 times 2 raised to 4 multiplied by 4 raised to 2. So therefore, this is now equal to 1.704. So 1.70, lagay ko na lang for decimal place, 37. So 37 times R. So this is your GMR. And this is letter B. Okay? So next tayo. Number 4. Okay. Number 4 tayo. So, punta na tayo sa inductance, no? Okay, inductance na. So, tapos na tayo sa GMR. So, inductance na tayo. So, the overall inductance of a 20-kilometer single-phase line. So, take note po. Okay, so yung length natin dito, 20 kilometers. Okay, yung ating system is a single phase. And yung ating overall inductance or total inductance dito, that is equal to 35 millihenry. So take note po, this is a loop inductance. Bakit loop inductance? Kasi siya ay single phase. Okay? Single phase siya. Kaya tinawag na loop inductance. So, the two conductors are separated by 59 inches. Okay? So, yung separation nila, 59 inches. So, determine the conductor's GMR. Okay, so take note po, hahanapin natin daw yung GMR. Okay, so for a single phase inductance, So this is your loop inductance. And kapag loop inductance, so going back to the formula, single phase, dito, so kapag single phase, 0.4 ln of GMB over GMR in millihenry per kilometer. So therefore, LT now is equal to 0.4 ln of GMB over GMR. And this is in millihenry per, okay, kilometer. So, i-discuss ko lang yung formula sa inyo, no? So, take note po dito, naka-enclose yung loan sa GMB over GMR. So, ang conditions dito is what? So, yung conditions dito is that same yung units, yung GMB at saka yung GMR. So otherwise, kung hindi sila same units, you need to convert, okay? Kasi dito, ang mangyayari dito, magka-cancel lang yung unit dito. Okay, ang magke-carry over ng overall units natin dito, so ang i-carry over na unit niya is millihenry per kilometer. Pero yung nandito sa loob, magka-cancel kasi to. Okay, magka-cancel yung unit natin dyan. Okay? Kaya dapat same dapat yung units. Okay? So, ganun rin dito sa three-phase system, no? So, kalimitan na mali ng mga estudyante is that hindi sila nagko-convert. Tamad silang mag-convert. Okay? So, kailangan lang nating pagpasensyahan itong formula na to. Kasi kailangan nyo talaga mag-convert. Okay? Balikan natin to. Okay? Ayan. So, yan natin siya. Ilagay na natin. So, this is now 35 millihenry is equal to 0.4 ln of GMD. So, yung GMD natin ay yung distance ng wire natin sa isa't isa. So, since isa lang yung distance nila, so for single phase ulit, sabi ko nga sa inyo, so your GMD is equal to your distance. So, that is now equal to 59 inches. Okay? So, ito na ba yung gusto nating unit? Hindi pa. Kasi ang gusto nating unit ay centimeters. Kaya dapat yung nasa loob rin dito ng ating working equation is naka-centimeter. So we need to convert. So this is now multiplied by in 2.54 centimeters, that is 1 inches. Or 1 inch, I should say. So all over GMR. So this is the unknown. Okay? And this is in millihenry per kilometer. Pero may per kilometer pa tayo dito, no? So, anong gagawin lang natin dito sa per kilometer? Okay? Since yung nasa left side lang natin is millihenry lang, so, multiply lang natin siya ng length. So, which is now equal to 20 kilometers. So, tingnan natin yung mga magka-cancel dito. Millihenry, millihenry, cancel. Kilometer, kilometer, inch at saka inch. So, matitira centimeter. So, what's now your GMR in centimeters? So, 35 is equal to 0.4 ln ng 59 times 2.54 all over x multiplied by 20. So, this is now equal to 1.886. So, 1.886 centimeters, or that is 1.89 centimeters. And this is letter, okay, letter B. Okay, next tayo. Number 5. Ito, three-phase na to. So, the conductors in a three-phase, take note po, three-phase, 60 Hertz. Transmission line are organized in a triangular configuration. As you can see in the figure, no? Triangle siya. So, with two conductors spaced 5 meters apart, and a third at 8 meters. So dito, yung spacing niya, 5 meters. Dito, 5 meters. And yung ito, 8 meters. Okay? So, yan yung mga spaces nila. Okay? Ayan. Now, the conductors are 25 inches in diameter on the exterior. So, yung diameter niya daw is 0.25 inches. Okay. So, determine the transmissions line inductive reactance in ohms per kilometer for each phase. Take note po dito, no? Inductive reactance ang gusto natin. So, therefore, XL. Okay, from your circuits to XL yan. Pero naka-per phase. So, yan yung tinatanong. Okay? So, therefore, ano ang XL per phase? XL per phase, so anong formula niyan? So, that is 2 pi times F times L per phase. Okay? So, meron na tayong F dito. But unfortunately, wala pa tayong L per phase. So, therefore, kukunin natin yan. Okay? And since this is 3-phase, again, so therefore, yung L per phase natin for a 3-phase system is what? So this is now equal to 0.2 ln ng GMD over GMR in millihenry per kilometer. Okay. Ayan. So therefore, this is now equal to what? So yung ating L per phase now is equal to 0.2 ln ng GMD. But what's your GMD? So since 3-phase siya, so, cube root, okay? Cube root ng 5 times 5 times 8. So, this is in meters. So, ilagay lang natin dito, cube root ng 5 times 5 times 8, and this is in meters. All over GMR. Take note po, ang GMR natin dito is equal to what, okay? So, this is equal to 0.7788 times R. Okay? Ayan. So, ilagay lang natin yan dito. So, this is now 0.7788 times R. But what's your R? Okay, wala tayong R. Binigyan lang tayo ng diameter. So, this is now 0.25 inches. Okay, para maging R yan, so divide natin sa 2. Okay? So, compatible na ba yung ating units? Hindi pa. Bakit? Meter to, inches to. So, anong gagawin lang natin? We need to convert. So, take note po. Okay, in 1 meter, that is 39.36 inches. Okay? Ayan. So, this is now in millihenry per kilometer. So, ano na yung ating L per phase? So, 0.2 ln of cube root of 5 times 5 times 8 all over 0.7788 times 0.25 over 2 times 1 all over 39.36. So therefore, this is now equal to 1.5537. Okay? 1.5537 millihenry per kilometer. Or this is equal to 1.5537 times 10 to the negative 3 Henry per kilometer. Ngayon, pwede na natin kunin yung XL per phase dito. Okay, so using this formula. Okay? So therefore, XL per phase now is equal to 2 pi times F times L per phase. So this is now equal to 2 pi times the frequency. So ano yung frequency natin? 60 Hertz. Okay? 60 Hertz multiplied by 1.5537 times 10 to the negative 3 kasi nga milli. O, dito na naman ha, nagkakamali yung mga students na naman natin dito. Okay? So, kapag gumagamit ng point 2, lon. Okay? Ayan. So, paki-take note lang ha, milli. So, times 10 to the negative 3. So, this is in Henry per kilometer. So, yung buong ito, itong buong to, magiging ohms. May per kilometer pa tayo dito. So, therefore, ang unit na nito is ohm per kilometer. Okay? So, therefore, what's now your XL per phase in ohm per kilometer? So, this is times 10 to the negative 3 times 125. So, therefore, this is now equal to 0.586. So, 0.586 ohm per kilometer. Okay? So, therefore, this is letter C. Okay. Number 6 tayo. So, a 69 kV. So, yan yung rating, 69 kV. Three-phase transpose line is composed of one ACSR that is 336,400 circular means 26/7 linet conductors per phase with the horizontal configuration of D12. So from conductor 1 to conductor 2, that is 5 feet. D23, so conductor 2 to 3, so this is 5 feet. And lastly, D13 is 10 feet. So the conductors has a diameter of 0.721 inch and a GMR that is equal to 0.0243 feet. Find the inductance per phase per kilometer of the line. So hanapin daw natin yung L per phase. So this is in per kilometer of the line. Okay? Ayan. So balikan ko lang muna to, no? May transpose kasi tayo dito sinabi. Okay? So, bakit nga ba tayo nagkakaroon ng transpose line? Okay? So, i-discuss lang natin yung transposition. Okay? So, when we say transposition, so ginagamit to sa practical. Okay? So, ginagamit to ng NGCP, ng different electrical transmission companies natin. Okay? So, take note po, ano yung nangyayari kasi. Okay? So, in practice, the three conductors of a three-phase line are seldom equilaterally spaced. Okay? Okay? So, anong nangyayari kasi dyan? Okay? Bakit siya hindi equilateral? Okay? So, dahil nga merong unequal inductances doon sa three-phase natin. So, leading to unequal voltage drop. So, para magkaroon ng balance or to offset this imbalance, okay? So, yung position ng conductors natin are interchange or pinagpapalit-palit along the line. So, for example, si line A pupunta dito, then pupunta dito. Okay? So, si line B naman pupunta dito, then pupunta dito. Okay? Si C naman pupunta dito sa taas, then pupunta sa gitna. So, yan yung transposition na sinasabi. Okay? So, walang transmission line na diretso kung A hanggang A doon sa pinakadulo. Okay? Time to time, nagpapalit sila ng pwesto. Okay? So, that's your transposition. Kasi nga, there is an imbalance. Okay? And unequal inductance kapag diretso lang ng from A going to A na diretso lang na ganon. So pero dito, so nagche-change sila ng pwesto para ma-offset yung imbalance dun sa inductances. Okay? Ayan. So sige, balikan lang natin to. Sige, ano natin? So, find the inductance per phase per kilometer of the line. So, take note po. So, yung L per phase natin for a three-phase system. So, this is now equal to 0.2 ln of GMD over GMR in millihenry per kilometer. So, as you can see, no, ito na lang yung ginamit natin, 0.2 kasi naka-millihenry per kilometer naman yan. So, okay dito sa choices natin. So, therefore, this is now equal to what? Okay, so this is now equal to 0.2 ln of, take note, GMD natin, 3-phase siya, so cube root. So, cube root of 5 times 5 times 10. So, this is in feet. All over GMR natin, so given naman na, ito yon. Okay? So, therefore, this is now all over 0.0243 feet. And this is in millihenry per kilometer. So, compatible na ba yung nasa loob? Yes, compatible na compatible, kaya magka-cancel yan. Therefore, pwede na natin siyang i-evaluate. So, therefore, L per phase natin is 0.2 ln ng cube root ng, balik. Okay. So, cube root ng 5 times 5 times 10 all over 0.0243. So, this is in millihenry per kilometer. So, that is now 1.111 millihenry 1116 na lang. Millihenry per kilometer. Okay? Ayan. So, therefore, this is now letter B. Okay, so punta na tayo sa next topic. Okay? So, we have the bundled conductors. Okay, bakit nga ba tayo nagbabundle ng conductors? This is first is to reduce inductance. Okay? So, mare-reduce yung inductance or yung effect ng inductance sa circuito natin. So, kapag na-reduce yung inductance, tataas rin yung ating efficiency and also, it will have a better percent regulation. Okay? Ayan. And for bundled conductors, bakit tayo nagbabundle ng conductors is that we reduce skin effect, okay? Skin effect ng conductors kasi nga dito, ang nangyayari is that when we say skin effect, okay, kapag AC yung ating kuryente, yung ating AC current is okay, naka-focus lang dun sa outer covering ng ating conductor. Okay? So, nandyan lahat ng kuryente. Wala dun sa gitna. Okay? So, yan ang effect ng ating AC when it comes to skin effect. From the word skin itself. Okay? Yung outer niya. Yung pinaka-covering niya. Okay? Ayan. Sa DC kasi, okay, ang pinagkaiba lang niya sa DC current, okay, is that yung ating kuryente is evenly distributed all throughout. Hence, your resistance is low. Okay? So, kapag nagbabundle tayo ng conductors, no, ang nangyayari is mare-reduce yung skin effect kasi nga nadadagdagan yung mga conductors natin. So, ang nangyayari kapag when we are bundling conductors, nadadagdagan siya per phase. Like for example, ito, two bundles. So, there are two conductors per phase. Okay? Meron rin tayong 3 bundled, okay? So, we have 3 conductors per phase. Okay? And also, kung may 3 at saka 2, meron rin 4 bundled, okay? 4 bundled conductors per phase. So, ito, phase A, phase B, phase C. Okay? So, usually, habang tumataas yung voltage na kine-carry ng ating transmission line, nagkakaroon siya ng maraming bundles. Okay? So siguro nakikita nyo na to sa expressway, yung mga ganito. Yung mga transmission lines natin, especially ito, no? Kitang-kita natin yan. Okay? Doon sa ating mga transmission lines or transmission towers. Okay, apat na bundled sa isang phase or apat na wire doon sa isang phase. Okay? Okay. So, unahin natin tong two bundled, okay? So, take note po dito, anong isa sa alang-alang lang natin, okay? Yung ating dB. So, ang dB natin, this is the distance of bundling. So, yan yung distansya ng bundled conductors natin, okay? So, we have also your GMR each. Okay, GMR ng kada conductors natin. Take note po, may GMR to, 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 may GMR to. Okay? So, take note po, pare-parehas lang yung GMR niyan. Okay? Ayan. And also, yung ating GMR bundled. Okay? So, GMRB. GMRB is the GMR of bundled conductors. Parang overall GMR, kumbaga. Okay? So, therefore, yung GMR bundled natin, that is equal to the fourth root of GMR each squared multiplied by distance of bundling squared. Or pwede rin natin tong isaayos, gawin natin siyang square root na lang. So, this is equal to, so for two bundled conductor, so GMR of this now is equal to the square root of GMR each multiplied by the distance of bundling. So, ito na lang gamitin natin. Ito, simplified na kasi siya. Okay? Ayan. So, for 3 bundled naman, so, that is now equal to what? So, GMR bundled is equal to the 9th root of GMR each raised to 3 multiplied by distance of bundling the quantity raised to 6. Okay? Or, pwede rin siyang cube root of GMRH multiplied by distance of bundling the quantity raised to 2. Pwede rin yan. So, pwede nyo rin tong gamitin. Okay? Instead na ito na lang. So, for bundled conductors naman, that is 1.09 multiplied by the fourth root of GMRH multiplied by distance of bundling the quantity raised to 3. And for the inductance per phase of bundled conductors, so this is for bundled conductors. So yung ating L per phase now for bundled conductors is ln of, or 0.2 ln of GMD per phase all over GMR bundled in millihenry per kilometer. So, yung ating GMD dito, GMD na lang yan. Parehas rin yan. GMD per phase or GMD. Okay? Ayusin ko lang. GMD siya. Okay. So, sige. Try nating magsagot. Number 7. Ito, bundled conductors. Ito. So, a 230 kilovolts, 60 hertz, three-phase circuit transpose transmission line is made up of two 1,272 mil circular mil 54/19 conductors. So meaning two conductors per phase. And this is arranged horizontally or pahiga. So yan siya. So the phase separation between the bundle centers is 10 meters. So phase separation, phase A, phase B, phase C. So ito, tsaka dito, 10 meters, 10 meters. At ito, 20 meters. Okay. And the conductors in the bundle are, so ito at saka dito hanggang dito. So this is 50 centimeters apart, 50 cm. Or let's say this is 50 times 10 to the negative 2 meters. So determine the inductive reactance in ohm per kilometer per transmission line phase if the GMR of the ACSR conductors is, so yung ating GMR each, this is equal to 0.0466. Okay? So, next tayo. So, hinahanap is XL per phase. So, paano na yan? So, take note po, XL per phase is equal to 2 pi F times L per phase. But for bundled conductors, so yung ating L per phase is equal to 0.2 ln of GMD over GMR bundled. So this is now in millihenry per kilometer. And for bundled or two bundled conductors, yung ating GMR bundled is equal to the square root of GMR each multiplied by the distance of bundling. So, yung distance of bundling natin dito is 50 centimeters, no? Okay? So, therefore, this is now equal to what? So, L per phase is equal to 0.2 ln of GMD. So, yung GMD natin, cube root. So, cube root of 10 times 10 times 20. This is in meters. All over GMR bundled. Square root lang yan. Square root ng GMR each. So, this is naka-fit na 0.0466 feet. Pero hindi pa yan match dito. Okay? Hindi yan match dito sa numerator natin. So, we need to convert. Okay? So, this is now multiplied by in 1 meter. So, ilang feet? So, 3.28 feet. Okay? Multiplied by the distance of bundling. So, ilan yung distance of bundling natin? 50 times 10 to the negative 2. And this is in meters. So, since compatible na yung mga to, so cancel lang ito. Okay? Ayan. So, this is now in millihenry per kilometer. Okay? So, therefore, L per phase now is equal to what? So, 0.2 ng ln of cube root of 10 times 10 times 20 all over square root ng 0.0466 times 1 over 3.28 times 50 centi. So, therefore, this is now equal to 1.00144. So, 1.0044 144 pala millihenry per kilometer. Okay? So, or this is now equal to 1.00144 times 10 to the negative 3 Henry per kilometer. Okay? Ayan. So, therefore, anong gagawin na natin dito? Okay, pwede na natin siyang ilagay sa XL per phase. So, XL per phase is 2 pi FL. per phase. So this is now 2 pi times frequency. Ilang frequency natin? 60 hertz. Multiplied by your L per phase, 1.00144 times 10 to the negative 3. So this is in Henry per kilometer. Ayan. So times 10 to the negative 3 lang natin to. Ayan. So multiplied by 120 pi. So therefore, this is now equal to 0.3775 ohm per kilometer. Okay? Letter A. Okay, next tayo, number 8. So a three-phase 60 hertz line has a flat horizontal spacing. So the conductors have an outside diameter of 3.28 centimeters with 12 meters between conductors. Determine the capacitive reactance to neutral in ohms if its length is 125 miles. So take note po dito, iba na yung hinahanap dito, no? Capacitive reactance na. So let us talk about the third constant of your transmission line, which is your capacitance. Okay? So, yung capacitance natin usually, okay, ang ano niyan, ang model niyan sa transmission lines natin is always siyang directed to the ground. Okay? So, para siyang nakashunt. Okay? Ayan. So, this is your capacitance. Okay? And your capacitance now, okay, the shunt capacitance per unit length of a single phase two-wire transmission line is given by this formula. So kapag single phase, ito. So always siyang nakashunt, no? Okay, yung capacitance natin, shunt yan. So C is equal to pi EO over ln of D all over R. So wherein yung D natin, this is your distance of wires. And yung R, this is the radius of your wire or conductor. Okay? So kapag naman siya ay three-phase, so ito naman yung gagamitin natin. So this is for three-phase. So C is equal to 2 pi EO all over ln of D over R. So wherein yung D natin dito na is equal to your GMD. Okay? GMD. And your R is your radius. Okay? Or this is now equal to what? So this is your C and per phase. Okay? So anong basa dito? So this is your capacitance to neutral. So capacitance to neutral per phase is equal to what? So this is equal to 2 pi EO all over ln of GMD over your radius. And this is in farad per meter. Take note lang ulit dito sa loob. So katulad lang dun sa L natin, so yung units dapat dito are the same. Okay? So yung GMD mo kung meter yan, dapat yung radius mo meter rin. Okay? Kasi ang magpre-prevail na unit dito is sa overall na to is yung farad per meter lang. Okay? So dapat compatible yung units mo dito sa loob. Okay? So compatibility ang hinahanap natin dito. So ito ang usually na nagagamit natin kapag capacitance to neutral per phase when it comes to three-phase. No, okay? And how about naman yung reactance? So, kanina sa problem natin, reactance yung hinahanap, no? Okay, so yung ating XC per phase now is equal to, okay, from your circuits 2, so that is 1 all over 2 pi F times yung ating C per phase. Okay? Sige, let's try to solve. Number 8. So a three-phase 60 Hz line has flat horizontal spacing. So nakahiga, horizontal. So the conductors have an outside diameter. So yung D natin dito is 3.28 centimeters. Okay, with 12 meters between conductors. So ito, 12 meters. Ito, 12 meters. Ito, 24 meters. So determine the capacitive reactance to neutral of the wire in ohms if its length is, so yung length binigay, so this is equal to 125 miles. Okay, ayan. So, XC yung hinahanap. So, pero ano ulit yung XC ulit? So, that is equal to 1 all over 2 pi FC per phase. Pero wala pa tayong C per phase, okay? So, kunin lang natin siya. So, capacitance to neutral per phase is equal to 2 pi EO over ln ng GMD over R. This is in farad per meter. Ayan. So, therefore, this is now equal to what? So, this is 2 pi EO or constant 32 in your calculator all over ln ng GMD. So, yung GMD natin, so parehas pa rin doon sa kinukuha natin kanina. So, cube root yan ng 12 times 12 times 24. This is in meters. All over radius natin. So, the radius is what? Okay, take note po dito, may diameter tayo dito. So, yung radius natin is divided by 2 lang nito. Okay, so this is now 3.28 centi. So, that is times 10 to the negative 2 meters divided by 2. Okay, so this is now in farad per meter. Okay? So, kailangan pa natin siyang i-multiply ng length niya kasi ang gusto natin in ohms lang. So, walang unit na length. Okay? So, therefore, dito sa labas, so, i-multiply lang natin siya ng 125 miles. But since hindi pa sila compatible, so, i-ano pa natin yan. I-convert natin yan. So, therefore, in 1 mile, ilang meters? So that is now 1,609 meters. Okay? So remember this conversion natin dito. So ginagamit nyo na yan during your mechanics. Okay? So ano yung mga magka-cancel na dito? So magka-cancel bukod dun sa meter na nasa loob. So yung mile at saka mile, ano pa? Meter at saka meter. So matitira farads. So, ilan na to? So, this is now 2 pi times constant 32 all over ln ng cube root ng 12 times 12 times 24 all over 3.28 over 2. So, this is in farad per meter multiplied by 125 times 1,609. So, therefore, this is now equal to kulang pa. Kalimutan ko yung times 10 to the negative 2 dito. Ayan. Kaya pala nag-iba. Ayan siya. Okay, so this is now 1.639 times 10 to the negative 6. So 1.639. 0.83341 times 10 to the negative 6. So this is in farads na. Microfarads. Okay? Then kunin na natin yung x per phase natin or xc per phase. So that is now 1 over 2 pi fc per phase. So this is now 1 all over 2 pi times f. Ano yung f natin? So ilang hertz? 60 hertz. Multiplied by 1.639083341 times 10 to the negative 6. So lahat to ohms na to. So 1 all over 2 pi times 60 times answer. So therefore, this is now equal to 1,618.33. So 1,618.33 ohms. Or this is approximately equal to, okay, letter B. Okay, let's move on to number 9. So a 115 kV three-phase transpose transmission line is composed of two ACSR. So dalawang ACSR of 336,400 circular mil, 30 over 7 Oriel conductors. So two ACSR conductors per phase. So meaning siya ay two bundled. Okay, two bundled. So with horizontal configurations, so D1 going to 2 is 7 feet. D2 going to 3 is 7 feet. And D1, 3, that is equal to 14 feet. So the line spacing is measured from the center of the bundled conductors. So the distance between the conductors of the bundled, so ito, is 6 inches. So the conductors have a diameter of 0.71, 0.741 I should say, inch. So diameter, no? So D is equal to 0.741 inch. And GMR, that is equal to 0.02255 feet. So find the capacitance per phase for 20 kilometers of the line in microfarad. So hanapin daw natin yung capacitance per phase given that your line or the length is 20 kilometers. Okay? So, sir, ang problema natin bundled yung conductors. Paano na natin i-compute yung capacitance? Take note po, may formula rin tayo dyan. So, kung meron tayong L per phase kanina na bundled, meron rin sa may, ano natin, capacitance. Okay? So, take note lang po dito. So, for two bundled siya. Okay? So, instead na GMR each yung gagamitin natin dito. So, kanina dito kasi is GMR each. So, eto. Instead na GMR each, papalitan lang natin yan ng radius. Okay? Ng R. Okay? So, RB. Radius of bundling na yan. So, yung RB natin or yung GMR bundled sana natin is yung ating radius of bundling. So, this is the overall radius. So, yung R each naman, that's the radius of each conductor. So, kada conductor dito. Ayan. Then, we have also your dB, which is your distance of bundling. Ngayon, kukunin lang natin yung radius of bundling that is equal to the fourth root of RH squared multiplied by your dB, the quantity squared. Or, so pwede pa natin yung i-simplify, that is now equal to the square root of RH or radius of each conductor multiplied by the distance of bundling. for 2 bundled. So, for 3 bundled naman, so palitan lang natin yung GMRH dito ng RH. Then dito, GMR bundled, palitan lang natin ng R bundled. Okay? Radius lang lagi dito. So therefore, yung radius of bundling natin is equal to the 9th root of RH, the quantity cube, multiplied by distance of bundling raised to 6. Or this is now equal to the cube root of RH multiplied by distance of bundling the quantity raised to 2. Ayan. So, ito na lang gamitin natin. For bundled naman, for bundled conductors, so yung ating RB or radius of bundling is equal to 1.09 times the fourth root of RH multiplied by yung ating distance of bundling, the quantity cube. Okay? And for bundled conductors, yung ating capacitance to neutral per phase is equal to 2 pi EO all over ln of GMD over the radius of bundling. So this is now in farad per meter. Okay? So sige, ayun natin siya. Balikan lang natin to. Okay? To bundled siya. So therefore, yung ating capacitance to neutral per phase is equal to 2 pi times EO all over ln ng GMD all over radius of bundling. So this is now in farad per meter. But your radius of bundling for 2 bundled, so yung ating RB is equal to square root ng RH multiplied by your distance of bundling. Okay? Ayan. So, apply natin yan dito, no? Kagad. So, therefore, this is now capacitance to neutral per phase is equal to 2 pi times EO, constant 32, all over ln ng GMD. So, ano yung GMD natin dito? Cube root. So, cube root ng, okay, 7 times 7 times 4. This is in feet. All over radius of bundling natin. So, this is now square root ng RH. So, RH is wala pa. Okay? So, take note po dito, may diameter tayo dito na 0.741. So, gawin lang natin yung radius. So, this is now R is equal to 0.741 divided by 2 in inches. Okay? So, sige natin. So, 0.741 over 2, but this is in inches, so we need to convert. I-convert natin yan into feet kasi yung numerator natin dito sa taas or yung GMD natin naka-feet. So, this is now multiplied by in 1 foot, that is 12 inches. Okay, ano pa? Yung distance of bundling natin. So, ilan yon? So, 6 inches. So, multiply lang ulit tayo ng conversion factor. 1 feet or 1 foot is 12 inches. So, this is now in farad per meter. Okay, so therefore, this is now equal to what? Okay, so farads yung gusto natin dito. Multiply pa natin yan sa length pala. Okay, nakalimutan natin yung length. Kasi naka-farad per meter na to, no? So, multiply lang natin sa length. So, multiply it by 20 kilometers or that is 20,000 meters. So, ano na magka-cancel dito? So, yung meter at saka yung meter, cancel yan. So, ano pa? Inches, inches. Okay. Inches, inches. Feet, feet, then feet dito. Okay, so therefore, what's now your capacitance to neutral per phase? So that is now 2 pi times constant 32 all over ln ng cube root of 7 times 7 times 14 to ha. Yan. So before natin makalimutan, 14 all over square root ng 0.741 over 2 times 1 over 12 times 6 times 1 over 12. So close parenthesis dito. Then dun sa labas, i-multiply natin ng 20,000. So therefore, this is now equal to 2.610 times 10 to the negative 7 or shift-eng lang natin siya. So ito na yung magiging sagot natin. So this is in microfarads. So that is 0.2610 times 10 to the negative 6 farad, or this is 0.2610 microfarads. Letter, okay, letter D. Okay, number 10. So calculate the capacitive reactance in ohm kilometer of a bundled 60 hertz three-phase line having 3 conductors per bundle. So tatlong conductors na to per bundle. So between conductors of the bundle or with, sorry, ulitin ko. So three-phase having 3 conductors per bundle with 45 cm between conductors in bundle. So yung distance of bundling daw natin dito, so dB is equal to 45 times 10 to the negative 2 meters. So outside diameter, so yung D natin is equal to 0.175 inch and the spacing between the conductors is 10, 10, then 20. Okay, 20 meters. Yan. Sige. Ano lang natin siya. Solve na natin yung ano dito. Capacitive reactance. So, XC. So, pero wala pa tayong C per phase. Okay, kunin muna natin yon. Cn per phase is equal to 2 pi times EO all over ln ng GMD over R bundled. This is in my farad per meter. Take note po, 3 bundled siya. So therefore, yung radius of bundling mo is equal to the cube root of R each multiplied by, okay, distance of bundling, the quantity is squared. Okay? So sige, lagay na natin. So capacitance to neutral per phase now is equal to 2 pi EO all over ln ng GMD. So that is cube root. Okay? Cube root ng 10 times 10 times 20. So this is in meters all over yung ating R bundled. So this is now cube root ng, okay, radius each, or tama, radius of each conductor. So this is now available in diameter. So anong gagawin lang natin dito? Gawin nating radius. So therefore, this is R now is equal to 0.175 divided by 2 in inches. So, gawin lang natin ulit yung meters. So, 0.175 over 2 inches. So, gawin lang natin meters yan. So, this is now multiplied by in 1 meter, that is 39.36 inches. Okay? Multiplied by yung ating distance of bundling. So, this is now 45 times 10 to the negative 2. And this is in meters. Okay, swak na to. Kasi naka-meters na. So, sige. This is in farad per meter. Okay. So, ilan to? So, 0.2. So, 0.2 tuloy. 2 pi, I should say. So, 2 pi times constant 32 all over ln ng cube root of 10 times 10 times 20 all over cube root ng 0.175 over 2 times 39.36 multiplied by 45 times 10 to the negative 2. So may nakalimutan tayo ditong ilagay. Dapat naka-squared yan. Okay? Yung distance of bundling natin. Yan, naka-squared. Kasi nga, 3-banded na to. So, this is in farad per meter. Syntax error. So, anong kulang natin? Kulang ng parenthesis. Ayan. So, therefore, this is now 1.0903. So, 1.0903 499 times 10 to the negative 11 farad per meter. So, gawin na lang natin siyang kilometer kasi yung ating ano dito, length is naka-per or naka-kilometer. Okay, so this is now multiplied by in 1,000 meters, this is 1 kilometer. So, multiply lang natin ng 1,000. So, therefore, this is now 1.09034999 times 10 to the negative 8. So, this is in farad per kilometer. Okay? So, yan na yung gagamitin natin to get the XC per phase. So, this is now equal to 1 all over 2 pi times yung frequency na 60 Hz multiplied by 1.0903499 times 10 to the negative 8 farad per kilometer. Ngayon, so yung 1 over 2 pi FC dito, this is ohms. Ohms yan. Ngayon, may per kilometer pa tayo dito. Ang mangyayari dito sa per kilometer natin, tataas. Okay? So, therefore, this is now, it will become ohm kilometer. Okay? So, therefore, this is now equal to what? So, this is now 1 all over 120 pi times answer. So, ito siya. 243,000 278 ohm kilometer. So, yan na ba yung sagot? Hindi pa. Ang gusto natin, naka-kilo ohm kilometer. Okay? So, therefore, convert natin yan sa kilo ohm kilometer. So, 243,278 ohm kilometer. So multiplied by in 1 kilo ohm, that is 1,000 ohms. So divide lang tayo ng 1,000. So this is now equal to 243.278. This is in kilo ohm kilometer. So this is letter, okay, letter A. Okay, next tayo, number 11. So a single circuit, 745 kilovolts, 60 hertz, three-phase transposed transmission line is made up of four horizontally oriented ACSR. So apat na conductors per phase. Okay? So four conductors in bundle per phase. So the bundle spacing is 45 centimeters. So yung ating ano dito, dB is equal to 45 centimeters. And yung phase spacing natin, so ito, this is 14, this is 14. So yung buong to, 28. Ayan. So may kulang pa tayo dito sa problem na to, no? Paki-troubleshoot. So the conductors have 1.382 inches in diameter, and GMR of zero point 0 or 0.5592 inches. O yan. O, tama na yan. So determine the transmission line's capacitance in microfarads per kilometer. Okay. So take note po, bundled ulit yung conductors natin. So gamitan rin natin ng um, capacitance to neutral na bundle. So this is now equal to 2 pi times EO all over ln ng GMD over yung radius of bundling natin. So this is in farad per meter. Okay? Whereas kapag 4 conductor or 4 bundled siya, ano ulit yung formula ng radius of bundling natin? So from our formula a while ago, ito yon. Okay, so 1.09 times the fourth root of RH multiplied by distance of bundling, the quantity raised to 3. Okay? So, lagay natin yan dito. Okay? So, therefore now, capacitance to neutral is equal to 2 pi times constant 32 all over ln ng GMD. So, that is now cube root ulit. So, cube root ng 14 times 14 times 28, and this is in meter all over radius of bundling natin. So that is 1.09 times the fourth root of RH. So yung RH natin, meron na ba tayo? Wala pa. So diameter yung binigay sa atin, di ba? So diameter, that is 1.382 inches. So kailangan natin yung i-convert sa radius. So yung radius mo dyan is 1.382 divided by 2 inches. Okay? Ayan. So 1.382 over 2 This is in inches. So, pero kailangan pa natin yang i-convert kasi nga meters yung nasa taas. Okay? So, therefore, convert natin to. Multiplied by, in 1 meter, that is 39.36 inches. Okay? Then, yung ating distance of bundling. So, 45 centi. So, this is now 45 times 10 to the negative 2 meters, the quantity raised to 3. Okay? So, this is now in farad per meter. So, sige. Compute natin. So, therefore, 2 pi times EO, constant 32, all over ln ng cube root ng 14 times 14 times 28 all over 1.09 times the fourth root. Mali. So 1.09 times the fourth root of 1.382 over 2 times 39.36 multiplied by 45 times 10 to the negative 2, the quantity cube. So close parenthesis. So therefore, this is now equal to what? Capacitance to neutral per phase is 1.2666. So 1.2666 27. So this is times 10 to the negative 11. Negative 11 farad per meter. Pero ang gusto natin microfarads per kilometer. Okay? So, anong gagawin natin dito sa farad per meter? Gawin natin siyang microfarads per kilometer. So, multiplied by, okay, in 1 kilometer, this is now 1,000 meters. So, this is now equal to what? So, times natin ng 1,000. Okay? So 1.26627. So 1.26627 times 10 to the negative 8. This is in farad per kilometer. Okay? So gawin na lang natin siyang microfarad. So gawin natin tong times 10 to the negative 6. So shift N lang tayo. Ayan siya. So therefore, this is now 0.01266 times 10 to the negative 6. Shift N. So yan na. So this is now your answer. So this is now in microfarad per kilometer. Letter. Okay, letter B.